So we are selling our Precor commercial C964i. So it is made by the commercial products division of Precor. So it is an extremely solid, robust treadmill. It's probably the treadmill that you would have seen in gyms over the last 15 years as a staple kind of piece of equipment. It is commercial, so it is designed to be used 8 to 12 hours a day consistently. We've been using this in our little garage. Probably it gets used 1, maybe 2 hours a week. In the winter, maybe 3 to 5 hours a week. So it really hasn't had the kind of intensive usage you would expect. So it's something we believe has a great deal of life left in it still. It's not a light treadmill. It is probably about 220 kilograms, which means that when you're running on it, it's extremely stable. One of the things that we personally dislike is having a treadmill that kind of wobbles all over the place, particularly when you're running at high speed or up a hill. It's got a 4 horsepower engine in it, motor in it, which is pretty big for any treadmill, commercial or otherwise. And it hasn't skipped a beat since we've had this product, and we've had it probably coming up to 10 years, maybe a little bit longer actually. So it's in pretty good shape, very good condition. What we do is we make sure that we oil the deck, which is this bit underneath the belt here. We kind of like keep that nice and oiled. The belt has to be aligned here, and of course this side here as well. So you just check that probably once every 4 or 5 months, but it kind of tracks well and doesn't really need much attention at all, just like kind of run on it really. There are a few little bits where there are some, I would say, kind of surface corrosion, and this could do with a little bit of a paint if you so desire, but we just use it for running on. So and it's out here in the garage, so it's not like it's kind of on view to the public all the time, so we haven't been too worried about it, but it still looks in very good condition all round. So here's the control panel. So most of you will be familiar with this. Here's the safety clip that you can put on yourself just in case you fall off the back of it. You have a variety of programs here. I believe you can like hook it up to a heart rate monitor, which then will kind of raise and go lower to try and keep your heart in a certain zone. I've personally never used that, but as you can see, there's all sorts of programs that you can get, and the manual will tell you all about those. You've got a variety of different display options here, from minutes per mile, how many watts, segment time left, calories per minute, or pacer distance, incline, and heart rate over here. It uses an Ant Plus heart rate monitor, so I use a Polar, and it just picks it up if you're within the vicinity, and it will just kind of like flash when it's picking it up, and your heart rate will appear there. So if we hit the quick start, you see this running, and here that's actually operational. There we go. I've got it set in miles an hour. You can also change it in kilometres if you prefer working in K. What else can I say? I'm going to pop off it in a minute so you can see how quiet that is. You see the belt's kind of tracking smoothly along there. This will go up, I'm trying to remember what it goes up to now. I think it might be 12 miles an hour. Let's give it a gradual increase. There we go, so that's the maximum speed. As you can hear, it's as noisy as you would expect a commercial treadmill at full speed to be going. Typically you wouldn't be running on that speed, unless you're an Olympic sprinter, I guess. I would normally be running more around this kind of speed. As you can hear, that's kind of just levelling itself off there. Right, so let's take that back down again. So being a commercial treadmill, one of the things which is quite helpful is its incline control, which goes all the way up to 15. Either percent or degrees, can't remember what it is. But either way, that's comes up on its front legs like that. It has an independent motor that brings it up and down. As you can see, it's still going up until it kind of locks into place. And the other thing which is really, really helpful, so that 15 is obviously a lot more than most domestic treadmills will give you. You can see on the screen it shows how the incline is up now. It's actually got negative incline as well, so if you level the machine when you put it in your garage or wherever you're going to keep it, it can go down to -3 as well. So this will now level itself, and then it will actually go into a negative incline, which is great if you want to kind of practice running on a simulated downhill and then uphill. There you go, it goes all the way down now to the floor, which gives you your kind of negative incline of 3 degrees or 3%. There you go. So all the control panel works perfectly. If I kind of bring that back up again to 0, and I will stop that now as well. There we go. So typically we leave this treadmill here in our garage, and we leave it on all the time. There is one thing which we noticed, and it's always been like this in the 10 years that we've had it, is occasionally when you turn it off, and it's a normal 13 amp plug there, occasionally when you turn it off and then turn it back on again, sometimes it doesn't fire up straight away and you have to turn it on again a couple of times. It only does it once every now and again. It hasn't got any better or worse since we've had it. I literally, if it doesn't come on first time, I just turn it off, wait 30 seconds, turn it on again, and invariably it comes on. So it's really not a problem. There you go, it won't do it for me today, but if it was an issue, you just turn it off and then turn it back on, and up it pops. I get around that by always leaving it on, but occasionally after a power cut, when the machine has been forcibly shut down, then you just need to turn it on again 30 seconds later, and it's never failed in 10 years of us doing that. So don't know if there's something in it that just needs to warm up a little bit or not, but yeah, there you go. So that's the item. Please feel free to ask any questions you've got. We are very sorry to see it go. We think it's got a lot of life left in it, possibly another 10 years or so. I will leave up to you to have a read through the item, and any questions feel free to ask. Thank you.